my best friend, Dugu Choegyal Rinpoche, gave me this teaching. It's from the Kalachakra Tantra, and it's about the emergence of the Kingdom of Shambhala. And in this particular interpretation by my friend from Tashijong, the term arises Shambhala warriors. And it's obvious that that's a metaphor for the bodhisattva. So as we're looking to how do we be bodhisattvas, this has been a big help to me. Okay, I'll start. There comes a time when all life on earth is in danger. In this time, great powers have arisen, barbarian powers. And although they waste their wealth in preparations to annihilate each other, they have much in common. And among the things they have in common are weapons of unfathomable death and devastation, and technologies that lay waste the world. And it is just in this time, when the future of all beings seems to hang by the frailest of threads, that the Kingdom of Shambhala emerges. Now you can't go there because it's not a place. It exists in the hearts and minds of the Shambhala warriors. And actually, you can't tell a Shambhala warrior by looking at her or him, because there are no uniforms, no insignia, no banners to declare what side you're on, no barricades behind which you can rest and regroup or stand to threaten the enemy, not even any home turf, because always and ever you just have the terrain of the barbarian powers to move across. Now the time has come, he said, when great courage is required of the Shambhala warriors. Moral courage and physical courage, because they're going to go into the very center of the barbarian powers to dismantle their weapons. And weapons in every sense of the word. They're going to go into the pits where the armaments are made and where they're deployed, also going into the corridors of power where the decisions are made, and dismantle those weapons too. Now he said, Joanna, mark this. The Shambhala warriors know that they can dismantle these weapons because they are mano maya. That means mind-made. They are made by the human mind, so they can be unmade by the human mind. Because these instruments of death are not visited upon us by some extraterrestrial force or some satanic deity or some unalterable predestined fate, but they arise from our choices, from our lifestyles. Actually, he didn't say the word lifestyle. Our choices, our habits, our relationships. So these dangers arise, are manomaya, mind-made. So they can be unmade by the human mind. And so he said, now is the time when the Shambhala warriors go into training. Or you want to say, how do they train? And he said they train in the use of two weapons. And actually, he did say the word weapons. though I think you might prefer to say tools or implements or resources. That's what he said. What are they, I asked. And he held up his hands the way the lamas hold the ritual objects in the great dances of his people. And he said one is compassion, and the other is insight into the radical interdependence of all phenomena. And you need both. One is not enough. You need the compassion because that provides the fuel to move you out to where you need to go to do what you need to do. And what it boils down to is not being afraid of the suffering of our world. And when you're not afraid of the pain, then nothing can stop you, you know. But by itself, that's so hot, that fuel. Ooh, that can burn you out. And so you need the other. You need that insight into the radical interexistence of all things. And with that, you know, that this is not a battle between the good guys and the bad guys, but that the line between good and evil runs through the landscape of every human heart. And that we are so interwoven in the web of existence that even the smallest act with clear intention has repercussions through the web that you can't begin to see, let alone measure. But that, while essential, is a little cool, he said. Little cool, feel a little abstract, and so you need the heat of the compassion. And as he said that, my mind flashed to in the puja hall, the monks chanting, and often as not, they're chanting with moving hand gestures. You've seen them probably in person or on film. And often as not, they're dancing the interplay between compassion and wisdom.